Hello everyone and welcome to yet another anime recap. For this week we will be recapping an anime that took everyone by surprise in its first episode and got a lot of publicity because of it. That is why for today we will be talking about Shokei Shoujo Virgin Road anime. It is a 12 episode series that is pretty interesting and somewhat new in concept. I say somewhat because isekai clichés are everywhere here. So before we begin, it would do me a great favor if you guys would subscribe to the channel and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos. And also don't forget to like the video. With that said, let's jump right into our recap and beware for the following spoilers. Our journey begins just like any other isekai, with our hero being summoned to another world different from his, accompanied with special powers. On his arrival, our protagonist is so psyched for his new situation as just couldn't wait to see what new powers he's gained. But alas, before he could even reveal them, this new situation he was thrown into is shown to be carried by a bunch of soldiers and thrown out like worthless garbage. One hell of a start, huh? Disowned by the king that summoned him, kicked out with not a single penny to his name in a world he knows nothing about. It couldn't get any worse than that. In this deep, dark cave of despair, the light of hope still made it inside in the form of the righteous, just, and honorable priestess, Meno. She manages to find our protag, and offers to guide him around the city since it is her holy duty as a priestess of the church to guide the lost ones within this world. She first asks him of the reason he was summoned to this world, for and by who. He then just tells her his whole story and how they told him that his power is null, meaning he didn't have one to begin with, which kind of explains the reason why his ass was kicked the way it was. He continues to explain that while he was being kicked out, another girl was summoned, and even though he couldn't see her face clearly, he saw that she had big mommy milkers on her, and I gotta give it to this man, he's got his priorities correct at least. Meno then assures him that her church will be sure to make the king and everyone responsible in summoning him pay the price for it, since it is taboo to summon lost ones in the first place, and apparently all the lost ones that got summoned to this world were originally from Japan. She then explains to him the three hierarchies in this world and how it works. The first one was of course the commoners, which made about 90% of the population. The second hierarchy was the nobles, which constituted of all the nobles, knights, lords, and even the royal family. Apparently in this world, the royal family itself ranks second, and in the upper echelon of the hierarchy lies the church and all its followers, the Faust, including Meno, that is. They have a nice stroll within the city where she familiarizes him with everything in it only to drop a bombshell on our dear clueless protagonist and the audience as well, which is the fact that neither heroes nor demon lord exists in this world. If it was so, then why would the kingdom even bother summoning the lost ones in the first place? The second surprise was that there has been numerous lost ones that came before him and that their civilization was so affected by them and what they brought from their world, they even had a complete district that resembled Tokyo in a sense. While that is good and all, however, what we are here for is for the powers. Surely our main hero can't be powerless, right? It must have been some sort of error on the summoner's side, right? Meno assures our hero that he must have power since every single lost one before him that was ever summoned had a power with no exceptions. And she even offers to help him discover what sort of power he's got. She takes him over to their church, which is shabby, abandoned, and not at its best condition to be honest. Meno then gives him a quick lesson on how to summon his powers and connect with it. Lost One's powers are all called pure concepts, and apparently are much more powerful than native magic users in its capabilities and destructive potential. Meno tells him that in order to connect with his true powers and find out what they really do, he had to recite either connect out loud. The moment he did so, his powers sort of spoke to him and revealed his power. Funny enough, his power was actually null. Null not in the meaning of not having a power, but in the meaning of the ability to erase practically anything he lays his eyes on from existence. One hell of a powerful skill, don't you think? I mean, just think of all the capabilities and possibilities that such a power brings, and if he trained this ability, to what extent would it get? Oh, never mind, Meno just killed his ass. Wait, what? I bet that's what you guys are saying right now as well. Allow me to explain why the just, powerful, honorable Meno pulled a Melty, the bitch from S.H.I.E.L.D. hero, on our protagonist. Apparently Meno is actually with the church, but what she forgot to mention was the fact that she is a freaking executioner of lost ones. that works for the damn church. She kills our supposed protagonist, pulling a 180-degree change in personality and attitude on us. Obviously changing the whole flow of the show, since all we knew was obviously a lie thus far. Enter her mission that will take her back to her hometown, and we all know what this means. Sad backstory time. Everyone gather up some popcorn and some soda, this will take a while. Long time ago, in a town whose name we don't even know, lived Menno and her snowman. She was lonely since everyone died and got bleached without her. And for some reason she was left as the sole survivor in the incident. Even though others died in their homes and streets, Menno, the one in the middle of the road, survived. Go figure, I guess. The one behind bleaching her village was a lost one. But it's not like she was evil or a demon lord gone out of control wanting to kill everyone. She was just another Japanese high school girl taken from her home and world and forced into this world with powers she didn't even learn how to use or master in the first place. And above all that, after bleaching the village, she was begging for help to go back home and dusting the white off Menno's head and apologizing to her. Of course, this doesn't change the fact that she massacred an entire village, but it does show the fate that they were thrown into when gaining such powers. And it's worse than we thought. The protagonists or the lost ones are no villains or demon lords, they're just lost souls that have no control over their reality-bending powers. Even Menno revealed that in the story she is the villain. She accepts the harsh reality of her world and the fact that the ones she is slaying are just innocent children. Her training in the way the church raised her, however, and the peace of her world come first and foremost. What she is doing is noble and honorable. Through slaying these innocents, she is avoiding an even darker future and consequences that would come with these lost ones surviving, and well, turning against the world, or even losing control of their powers. Such as an event was also teased by Orwell, the head priestess called the 4 errors of humanity. It seems that back then these 4 lost ones caused great destruction and calamity in the world. I know some of you were shocked on how things ended up in the Uno reverse card we were dealt with. She isn't a villain in these circumstances, she is just someone that fate dealt a heavy blow to and gave a shitty hand trying to pull through whatever way possible and prepared to do anything in order to prevent what happened to her hometown from happening to anyone else. This was practically the first episode of one hell of a controversial, untraditional isekai series, if you can even call it that at this point. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you. I hope that I have inspired you to go watch this because, holy hell, this anime is a ride. And I would also appreciate it if you guys would smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of this video, and pressing the bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos and upcoming projects. And if you guys like this series and have an anime in mind that you would like us to recap, I would like you to place it in the comments down below so that we can recap it for you. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.